If you're not making any book sales on Amazon KDP, then watch this video because I'm going to show you how you can fix that. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Sean. I've helped over 1,500 people make money with Amazon KDP. So if you want no BS publishing advice from someone who is actually doing it, then make sure to subscribe. All right, guys, so this is going to be another book review video where I analyze and critique your books that you submitted to me, and I'll show you exactly how you can improve it to get more sales. If you want me to review your books in future videos like this, then just follow me on Instagram at SeanDowett13. DM me your Amazon link and it might show up in my future videos. All right, let's get started. So the first one is this one, Hannah's Magic Adventures Around the Globe. So there are many issues here. Number one, you have 0 reviews. Number two, your book cover is not the best, right? I don't know if you made this yourself, but the font is very hard to read. It's very small as well. You want the title text to be popping a lot more. The illustration is not my favorite. And your book title can improve too, right? You literally just put Around the Globe for your subtitle when you should be expanding and explaining more about what the book is about. Maybe you can say something like a adventure book for kids featuring the best destinations for Germany, Bosnia, Japan, and rural Iowa while learning friendship or whatever the lesson is if you have that inside your book. But the point is you need to describe your book a little more. This is a little too short, a little too weak of why people should buy this book. And finally, your book is very expensive considering that it has 0 reviews, 0 social proof. So those are all the points that I would improve. Despite that, your book is selling a few copies here and there, which is just a testament to how crazy Amazon is, how big Amazon is, that you can just upload and get sales like this. But if you want to make a lot more money, then these are the things that I would improve. So let's tackle each one. So starting with your book cover, I would probably hire a professional illustrator or professional book cover designer. Someone like this one might work. So she specializes in children's book cover. If this is not your illustration style, then that is fine. You can use somebody else, but I would still try and improve your book cover, right? You can see that the title text is way more prominent over here than what you got. It's the color contrast is a lot more clear than this. This is really, really hard to read. So these are the things that you want to pay attention to when you're getting your book cover. Like this one, Hannah's Adventure Around the World. This image looks like an adventure book too, right? And these are the covers that you can get for just 25 bucks. In terms of getting reviews, the easiest way is to use a site like Book Bounty. So I have a video on explaining how this works. So if you guys want to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description, as well as all the other resources that I will mention in this video. So improve your cover, get more reviews, improve your book title next time. And then in the meantime, I would reduce the price a little bit. Once you start getting more reviews, once you start getting more sales, then you can experiment with higher prices. But going super high price in the beginning is a little tough. All right, so the next one is DIY strength. Do-it-yourself balanced strength training for everyone. So it has 5 reviews, selling at $18.99, and it's at 2 million BSR. So, it sold a couple copies, but very, very little. I think the biggest issue here is the book cover, and also the title is a little vague. Like, I thought this was a balanced exercise, but it's not balanced exercise. It's a balanced strength training for everyone, right? So I think that value proposition, like what the book is about, is a little vague. And by reading the description, it says that the book gives you 3 easy to follow templates for planning your own highly effective strength training workout. So basically, it's a book about creating your own workout routine, right? So I'll probably put that in the subtitle instead of saying do-it-yourself balanced strength training. Like when you say do-it-yourself balanced strength training, if you say that sentence to most people, they're not gonna know what that means, especially if they're not a advanced lifter. Since you're targeting everyone, you're talking to a lot of beginners as well. So you have to make your title a lot more beginner friendly. So I would do something like how to create a custom workout plan that applies to your schedule and your fitness level, whether you are a complete beginner or a expert or advanced lifter, right? I just came up with that on the spot, so it's not the best, but I feel like it's a lot more clear with what the book is about, and that's what you want to do in the subtitle, is to explain that. Besides that, same thing, 5 reviews isn't gonna cut it. So you can use Book Bounty or other similar services. And same as your book cover. I feel like you DIY'd your book cover as well, and it's not the best. And your book cover, similar to your book title, it should be very clear what the book is about, like literally in a split second. So when I'm scrolling on Amazon and I look at this, I'm not gonna know that this is a strength training book, right? And even after reading the text DIY strength, I'm still confused on what is it? And that is an issue because most people will not give you a chance by going through and actually reading the book description to learn what the book is about, right? There are so many other options for them to choose from. If you have 1,000 reviews and you have this title and book cover, then people are going to be like, I don't know what this book is about, but the reviews are amazing, so let me, check it out, right? And then they might buy it. But you got 5 reviews. They're not going to do that. So you have to improve your book cover. If you want a book cover designer recommendation, especially for, these niches, she does a really good job. It's $30, and you can see that you can create some amazing book covers for that. And so make sure that the book cover design appeals to your audience. Make sure that it explains what the book is about, right? Like this one, Lose Weight for Busy Professionals. I'm not sure if I like this image. So you still got to instruct the designer on how it should be, but as long as you do that, she will do a great job. All right, so the next book is a little better, right? So we got Quinn Never Quit. I'm not sure if it's Quinn Never Quit or Quinn Never Quits. I feel like you need an S here. But teaching kids valuable lessons to help them be successful and happy in life. So what I would do, capitalize each letter of the word, or each first letter of the word. And so this book is at $7.99, 25 reviews, so much, much better. Great job on getting reviews, all 5 stars too, so that's amazing. The book cover actually I like. It's a lot more professional than the ones we've seen so far. And since the execution is a little better, the BSR is a little better too. It's 700,000. So it's not like amazing, but it's better than millions, right? So what this book is doing well is the book cover and the review. But where it can improve is the subtitle. So you have a subtitle that's a little better. It's explaining what the book is about, right? Teaching kids valuable lessons to help them be successful and happy in life. So it does technically explain the book, but the thing is, teaching lessons to help them be successful and happy is a little vague, right? When you say be successful and happy, what do you mean? Exactly what kind of lessons are the kids going to learn? Because successful and happy is an extremely broad, extremely vague term. So if I was a customer, I would want something a little more, descriptive. So the subtitle could have been a story about determination, grit, and perseverance through Quinn the monkey's journey to space, or something like that. I feel like it's a little more clear. But hopefully you guys get the point with these 3 books that we've reviewed so far, because it's a common issue, right? So once you improve that, I feel like the cover is good, review is good, review obviously keep getting more and more. I think you'll start making more sales, and perhaps you can improve your book price, like increase it. Now you can't really update your book title, so unfortunately you'll have to republish the book if you want to update the title, or you just keep this in mind for the next book, right, when you're doing this. Our next book is Going Greek on Keto. Learn to cook authentic Greek food recipes whilst on the healthy ketogenic diet. So it has 16 ratings. I like that it has many different formats. That's the cool thing with high content books, is you can do ebook, you can do hardcover, you can do paperback, even audiobook. Believe it or not, even though this is like probably a cookbook, or a diet book, you can do audiobooks. So this book is at 757,000 BSR, so similar to the last book. Before I critique the book itself, I want to check if people are even interested in the topic of cooking Greek food while on a ketogenic diet, right? Is the topic in demand? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to another tab, and I'm just going to put Greek ketogenic diet. I'm not sure if this is the best phrase to look for, but let's see what kind of books are popping up. So your book is the second one right here. There is a ketogenic Mediterranean diet. I think Greek food is pretty Mediterranean, if I understand this correctly. So this could be a similar topic, but it's not selling much, right? It's 1 million BSR. We have ketogenic Mediterranean diet, and this one is doing 100,000 BSR. So this is actually selling well with a lot of reviews, okay? So let's see if there are other ones. We got ketogenic Mediterranean diet, 65,000 BSR, so that's good as well. So we have a couple books that are ketogenic Mediterranean diet that is selling pretty decent. So if I were you, right, if I were you, what I would have done is I would have titled this ketogenic Mediterranean diet, because that is a proven keyword. There are books that are selling on it and people are searching for that. If you don't want to change the title, if you want to keep this Going Greek on Keto, kind of fancy title, then you can put that ketogenic Mediterranean diet in the subtitle, and it'll still rank. If Greek food is not Mediterranean, then you can check for like ketogenic Greek diet, but I'm not really seeing anything. Like, I'm not seeing any proof of concept here that people are interested in learning how to cook Greek food while on a ketogenic. It's like a very, very niche market, right? So basically, you don't have any proof that this topic is in demand. So that would be the number one thing, is you created a book without validating the topic. Are people even buying books on this topic? Are people even interested in something like this, right? So I'm not quite sure if there's any interest for this, but besides that, I would improve the book cover. Like, if I have to improve something, it'll be the title, as I suggested earlier, and also get more reviews. 16 is still very low. And the book cover. So the book cover, I like the text font and the style, but there are way too much space, empty space around the design in the middle. Like, you could have zoomed in, a lot more and fill out the cover than all these empty spaces. So like, that'll be a quick fix on that. But I would just simply change the background to something else, because these tiles aren't doing anything. And once again, zoom in so that it's more filled out, but the actual design in the middle looks pretty decent. So that'll be the main thing. All right, next book, Project Progress Notebook, a template to plan productive project status reporting. This is super niche, super niche. Like, I'm not sure how many people are looking for Project Progress Notebook, if that's even a keyword. But besides the fact that that might be the case, your book cover, once again, is super basic, right? 13 reviews. It's the same issue. I think there's no proof. There's no demand for this topic. That'll be the number one thing. And then all the other things that we talked about in this video. So I'm not going to repeat it, but I will do the exact same things in terms of how to improve it. All right. So next one, Spiritual Summer, inspiring quotes. Yeah. So same issue, right? 5 reviews. The book cover isn't really doing anything. But going back to the title, so we're reviewing a lot of books with very similar issues. What is this book about? Like, if I was a customer scrolling through Amazon and I see this title, it's not intriguing enough. It's not clear enough for me to stop and consider buying, right? What do you mean by inspiring quotes? Inspiring quotes about what? Spiritual summer, is that even a keyword? Is that even something people are looking for, right? I doubt people go to Amazon and type spiritual summer. So where is this phrase coming from? What is this book even about? There are so many unanswered questions here that you have to answer, right? If you're selling a book on Amazon, whether you're doing fiction, whether you're doing nonfiction, the biggest thing you got to understand is you got to clearly explain what your book is about and why people should buy it. You do that in the title, not in the description. I mean, you do that in the description too, but you also do it in the title. Too many people are trying to be fancy with the book title, to the point where it's so fancy, it's so cute that it doesn't mean anything, and it doesn't explain the book at all. And they think that's how you succeed, right? Because they keep seeing all these authority figures. All the books in the bookstore are all fancy titles. But what you don't realize is all the books in the bookstores with all the fancy titles are from authority figures with huge audience and huge podcast following, or whatever way they're pushing their books. So SEO doesn't matter to them. Title doesn't matter to them, right? When Oprah creates a book, publishes a book, it doesn't matter what the title is about. Everyone will buy it because it's Oprah. But unless you have the same amount of following, those rules do not apply to you. It's just completely different. You got to play a completely different game, okay? You don't have an audience to sell to, so you have to sell to the Amazon audience. In order for you to show up in front of the Amazon audience, you have to understand what phrases people are searching for, and then you try to use that in your title, right? If you don't want to do that, that's fine. You can run Amazon ads. You can pay money for your book to show up in front of those people. Then your book title, your book cover doesn't matter. But so many people complain that, oh my God, I have to, pay money just to make sales. Of course, because you're not doing proper research, adding the keywords in the title, doing all the things that we talked about, right? So that is how I would improve this book, just like basically the same way I would improve all the other books in this video. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this book review, book roast video. I'm never nice in these videos, but I try to be honest, right? I try to be honest and tell you what it takes to make money with this business. So if you like the honesty, if you like the no BS approach, then make sure to subscribe, leave a like for these videos so I can make more. If you guys want to work with us so that we can help you scale your KDP business to the next level, I do have a coaching program. It comes with a complete A to Z course. So you're going to have a video course, but also one-on-one coaching. That's also part of the package. and you get to work with a coach one-on-one. The coach is very successful, right? It's not just a coach that is outsourced. They actually make a lot of money with KDP themselves, and you get to sit down one-on-one, ask any questions, ask me any questions, those kind of things. So if you want to check it out, the first link in the description is a link. You can scroll down, check out the testimonials. You can also apply to book a free call and see if this is a good fit for you, right? It's not just like anyone can join. You got to talk to us. If we feel like you're not a good fit, we might not even sell this to you, right? So basically, we really don't know until we talk to you, but that'll be the first link in the description. Also, all the tools and resources that I mentioned for this video is also in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys want me to review your books in the future, follow me on Instagram, DM me your book. I'll see you guys in the next video.